Yo, yo, yo. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to Blaze City. I'm Bella Cinderella. And I'm going to set you ablaze with my topic today. So today, this is going to be a brief one. So it's going to be it's going to be in parts. So today we're going to talk about mental health. So you guys, I haven't been on here in a little while, in a few days, probably a week. I've been battling some things of my own. So, and now I do suffer with anxiety and depression, well, major depression. And sometimes situations can get to the fact where I can't get out of my head. And sometimes my thoughts overrun. So when I can't get out of my head, it puts me in a state to where I don't want to be around anybody. Like, I don't want to do anything. Like, I don't feel like I'm worthy enough to be around people, or, I become I isolate myself. When I say isolate, I mean isolate. I'll go to work, but I won't enter my phone. I'll put my phone on Do Not Disturb. Like, I'll just distance myself from people. And sometimes that can get very hard. And sometimes it's just to the fact of where, like, I have now I do talk to. I have a therapist, well, a psychiatrist, and a psychologist. So don't get me wrong. It's good to talk to someone, but sometimes people don't understand, and you can tell people so many times what you're going through, and then sometimes you just get tired of talking about it. Because you get tired of the same response from people. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. You'll get through this. But those things, you're going to get through it. But you get tired of hearing it. Because sometimes people don't understand what you are going through. So you can only wear a mask. You can only wear so many faces, so many masks. Like, you can only wear so many of them. And you can only fake it for so long. Like, you can only fake a smile for so long. And it's just like, so then you're going to get to that point where you're just like, you know what, I don't even want to be around people. And then there are some times where you still continue to keep the smile on your face, just so people don't have to ask you something. And that's been me. So, pretending can be tedious. Like, a tedious job is, like, tedious as hell. Because it's something that you gotta keep up with. Like, you gotta keep up this performance for people, so people don't ask you for an encore, more or less. So they don't continue to ask you 1,000,001 questions. You don't want to, people are going to start trying to interview you. So you got to keep up this performance for however long. And it's just, you get tired. It's a burden. And I'm going to say this. Everybody, see, we all have personal battles that we all fight. Personal, social, mental, physical. We all got our own personal battles. And in some cases, there are some of them that we can overcome. Like, you can, bounce back. Or it doesn't fade you. Like, that was nothing. Like, yeah, blah, blah, blah. You can... There are certain situations where you can turn your feelings on. You can turn them off. To where you can let certain things slide off your shoulders. Like, it wasn't anything. And then there are other times where situations seem to continuously come at you like a curveball on a baseball field, and you lose the footing that you did have. You lost your grounding, and it gets to the fact where you don't know which way is up, down, left, right, north, south, east, or west. Because you're stuck. To the fact where you in a situation. It's not even you in a situation. You can see your way out. You can see the light. You can see the tunnel. But it's the fact of you don't know which way to go. You don't know what to do. You don't know if you should make this step. And if you make this step, could it be the ending? Could this step be detrimental? Or could this step be beneficial? So you don't know, and you stuck, and your mind continuously runs. There are so many thoughts that go through a person's mind when they're going through things. Whether some of them are good, some of them are bad. It's just the fact of everybody. Check on your friends. Check on people. Don't pressure somebody to tell you what's going on. If they feel comfortable enough to tell you, allow them that space to be comfortable enough to tell you what's going on. But just check on them. It has been a lot of people in this world who have left this world too early because of mental health. And then a lot of us human beings overlook the fact of mental health. And when it comes down to mental health, it is a major issue. A friend of mine and I were talking about we were talking something, I wouldn't say we were talking about mental health, but we were talking about just the worst battle to ever fight is man versus self. So you fighting yourself. Because we can take, in certain situations, we can take critique from other people with no problem. Have no issues, take the criticism, the critiques, and keep it pushing. Or change what we need to change, and if not, then we just let it go. But then when you critique yourself, you are your hardest critic. You know your flaws. But when somebody else can point out your flaws to you, sometimes it's more of a revelation or a mirror turned toward you to where you can see it. But then you start to critique yourself again. And y'all know the saying, sticks and stones may break your bones, but words will never hurt. That's a lie. Like, that is a lie. Because words do hurt. Words are very powerful. What comes out of people's mouths is very powerful. Because what you say, you are speaking into an existence. So when you do things like that, it's hurtful to some people. Some people don't wear their feelings to where you can see them wear them on their sleeve. People don't put them on the front street for you to see how they're feeling. But we have to watch what we say. I know some people's parents, and I don't know how everybody was raised, but if you don't have your parents, your mom was like, if you ain't got nothing to say nice, don't say nothing at all. True enough. Sometimes the best thing is not to say nothing at all. And then there are times where hurting someone's feelings, you're not intentionally hurting their feelings, you just telling them what the business is, the truth is. Like, but when it comes down to mental health, there are a lot of factors that can trigger a person. And sometimes you never know what a person is going through unless they tell you. So, yeah, it's a real touchy subject for me because I battle this on a daily. So, I have my good days, y'all, and then I have some trying days to where it's just like, why? What are you doing? Like, you sit there and you think about it, and then you analyze the fact of, like, okay, if you do this, would people care? Like, and then there's sometimes where you think about, if I do this, I'm about to hurt these particular people. But then you get to the fact where you're just tired. And some people use that word sometimes loosely. Because when you're tired, you can be tired in body, spirit, and mind. And when you are mentally tired, it takes a toll. Because your mental has a lot to do with your body. When you people break, it's like breaking a glass. You can't always put a glass back together. Some glasses you can't. Some things that you put that you break, you can't always put them back together. Why? Because there's always a piece missing, or you gotta piece it back together. Sometimes trying to piece things back together don't fully come back together. The glue is not always there to hold it. For me, y'all, losing my mom was one of the hardest things for me to go through. She was the first hard thing for me to go through, was losing her. Because she was everything. It didn't matter what was going on, I could always call her, and she knew exactly what to say, or exactly what to do to help me get through whatever I was going through. But when she left, it was like, now I have nobody. And sometimes we need somebody to lean on. Somebody just to be there. Sometimes you don't have to say anything. You just need to, just the company. And it gets, it's just this. Everybody is facing something. And sometimes we don't know how to tell you or to express our feelings. And then there are times where we're just tired. A person can just get tired. And sometimes you feel out of place. Like you don't fit in. Like you're the odd person in a group. And you're like the eyesore, you're standing out. And everybody else is blending in. And you just can't seem to, catch it or figure out why. And it can take a toll. It takes a toll. My depression has taken tolls, but I am still here, and I'm still trying. I have not given up, and I don't want anybody to give up. I know we say that we're so tired and we want to give up, but giving up is quitting. And we teach, and everyone was taught not to quit. You may not be first, you may not be second, you may be last, but you didn't quit. And I know it gets hard, because I get up every day and I see my mom, because I have my mom's ashes. So, and I got pictures of my mother. So I see her every day. And sometimes it makes me feel some type of way when people are like, well, I'm gonna go call my mom, or my mom's right here. And I'm like, man, damn, man. I just be needing that woman just to be here, just for me to, see her face. For her to give me a hug or her call my name. But I don't get that. I don't have that luxury anymore. So now I have to face what I face, and I face it alone. But in life, you are going to have to face a lot of things by yourself. And no one said that this was going to be easy. And there's no handbook for life. Life can hand you lemons, and you can make some lemonade. Life can hand you apples. You can make an apple pie. It's all on how you perceive life and how you take it. Y'all excuse me. I don't mean to be crying on here, but I do miss my mom, y'all. And it's it plays on me a lot because I can't talk to that woman. I can't let her know what I'm trying to accomplish or what I have accomplished, and just to see the smile on her face. I can't get those days. Now, I cherish every moment that I had with my mom, and I do miss her tremendously, and I wish that she could be here. And sometimes it makes the situation worse for me. I can't speak on it for everybody, but for me it makes it worse. Because I don't have her. Woo! Alright, y'all, we're gonna take a little short interlude break real quick. I'll be back.